So after the orange man got elected, I made this video.
Life could be worse. No, not really. This is the worst.
And I got a lot of comments like this. And now just a little over 2 weeks into his second term, where he has signed multiple executive orders against trans people, which include saying sex is only male or female, not recognizing the X gender on passports and other federally recognized IDs, working towards banning gender-affirming care for people under the age of 19, and now their most recent one, getting rid of the T in LGBT on the government official travel advisory for the queer community. And we knew this was gonna happen. We knew it. We knew. I no longer want people to tell me or other trans and non-binary people that we're just being dramatic. There's no way we're being dramatic when the US government is actively and quickly trying to erase the trans community from any semblance of our government. And for those of you who need a history lesson, trans people and their experiences have been documented all over the world in different cultures for literally hundreds of years. Anyone who tells you that being trans or non-binary is a new fad that the kids are doing is lying to you. Our communities have a rich history, one that we have to fight to learn about because governments actively try to destroy our history, but we are here and we have always been here. The reason it might feel to you like trans and non-binary people are coming out of the woodworks nowadays is because for the last 10 years, at least in the United States, it has actually felt safe enough for us to do so. And the orange in office and all of his followers are trying to desperately push us back into the closet. And not only get fear and hate from mainstream population, but to incite fear and hate from other members within the LGBTQIA+ community. He wants to systematically separate us from the LGB part of the LGBTQIA+ community. Even though our struggles, the trans and non-binary struggles, are just one step ahead of where they're gonna be. He can actively point to the trans community and say, hey, look, if you don't follow me and what I say, your rights are next. And this isn't new by any means. He has had conservative LGBTQIA+ people doing this sort of things for years, spreading transphobia and hate for non-binary people.
Can you both be non-binary, meaning neither binary gender, neither a man or a woman, that's how you identify, but then claim the word lesbian as a sexual orientation when a lesbian means a woman that is attracted to other women?
Okay, welcome back to my channel. Today I was inspired to do a rant video about non-binary.
I am this close to misgendering every single customer that does so to me. Just stop.
Or maybe you just need to understand that as long as you look and sound like a woman, people will call you ma'am. You can't control what other people say or think about you. What you can control, however, is how you react.
And this behavior, it's disgusting. Even within our communities, there is so much hate for trans people. When all trans folks really want to do is just go about our lives, and that's it. All the things that people say that trans people are, pedos, groomers, sex offenders, violent, I would really ask you to do some research, and I'll have some stuff down in the description. Because all of those things have actually been proven to be what the Conservative Party is doing behind closed doors. Their leaders have been found guilty of all of those things. Literally just the orange man. All of those things. And yet, trans people, we're paying the price. So they can point to a marginalized group and say, no, it's not me you should be afraid of, it's them. They're actively just projecting their own perversions onto trans people who are actually statistically more likely to be victims of violence and sexual assault than the ones actually doing the violence or sexual assault. And all of that to say is this. To the LGB part of the LGBTQIA+ community, please stand up with us. gay, lesbian, and bisexual communities, you wouldn't have the rights you do now without your trans siblings. Listen, I don't want to say you should be grateful, but yeah, you should be grateful. And if you're part of the LGB and don't think they won't come for you, you might want to think again. Ohio has already started the process of trying to remove the Marriage Equality Act in that state and is hoping to bring it in front of the Supreme Court the same way that they did with Roe v. Wade. So if you think you're safe and that this won't affect you, and they just want to erase trans people, you're wrong. They want us all gone because we have something that they will never have. So please listen to your trans and non-binary friends. Learn about trans activists and unlearn all of that internalized transphobia, which, by the way, trans people also have. It sucks. Internalized transphobia, just in general, most people have. And if you don't, I'm very jealous. We need the LGBTQIA+ community in the United States right now to actually be a community now more than ever. As a trans person in this country right now, all I have to say is this: I'm still here. And nothing will ever change the fact that I know who I am. No paper that they sign, no law that you pass will ever change the fact that I know without a single doubt in my body that I am a trans non-binary person. And to my fellow trans and non-binary people out there who are scared right now, I 100% feel you. Over the last 2 weeks, there have been days where I've just curled up in my bed and sobbed. Your feelings, whatever they may be, are valid. You are valid. And I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but you are needed and you are loved. They can't take away who you are from you. They can try to take our hormones, our surgeries, our joy away, but you are trans literally no matter what. And you living and being alive during this time and finding moments of just pure joy is kind of the most important thing that we can all do right now. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I just want to remind you all that we cannot be erased. Like I said before, we've been here for hundreds of years, and we will be here long after their ideology dies out. And if you would like to support a trans content creator, please check out my Patreon down below. Supporting queer content creators and artists right now is so important, and honestly, even just watching this video, commenting, liking, sharing, it helps a lot. Thank you all again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.